Hey guys, today for the part one of this video I'm going to be showing you I did the delete on this video, or not on this video, but I did the delete on this truck over the weekend. As you can see, I did my EGR delete and all that. You can see the the block off plate here, and I took, it's pretty dark back there, but I took all this mess off here, and there's a block off plate way back there. This is on the 6.7 liter Cummins. It's 2017 model, which it was made in late 2016. But this is the first video I'm going to make. I've got all the engine stuff done, and but I haven't. My exhaust was on back order, and I haven't got it on yet. So I've just I've took all the stock exhaust off, and I've just pretty much got half a stack put on there just to do for now, and it sounds like crap, and I don't want to throw that in the video. Right now I'll make a second part to show you my exhaust setup, but I just want to make the first part of the video to kindly show on this newer model. I've just had this since December. Show you a few things that I ran into, and maybe kindly a few of you are thinking about doing it to help y'all along, and maybe make it a little easier. And it's going to be kind of a short video, so if you have any comments or anything, just leave them in the comments below, and on my second video I will run across those issues again and hit those topics. But the hardest part of this delete was this big silver box back through here. That's the easiest way to explain it, that everybody will know what I'm talking about. But it seemed like it had endless bolts, but it was only 4 or 5 or something. But there was 2 back here, I think 2, that was really hard to get to. And I'm going to show you this piece right here. This is the piece that was back there that was really hard to get to, and this piece was sitting on top of it, and I ran into this that was sitting on top of this piece, and I was thinking, well, my first thought was, does this come off? And because I didn't see this on the older model pictures, this piece right here, but yes, it does come off. And because I had to research it, because I hadn't seen many videos on the 17 model deletes, but I had to watch videos for the 16 models because mine was made in 16, but it's registered as a 17 model. So, and I still didn't see this piece really on hardly any of the 16 model, because I guess a lot of them was made in 15. But this piece right here, if you run into it, it does come off, and it will be on top of this piece, but you have to take this off first. But you can start unbolting this piece first, but this is on top of it, so it'll have to come off first. And then underneath this will be this piece that will be bolted to the engine itself, and it will also come off. So all 3 of these pieces will be in together, and you'll take all of them off, and so on and so forth with all these hoses and all that stuff. But back to the engine, you can't really see because it's so dark, but you have these main hoses right here. Like, it's not really a good lighting, but that you have to remove all that garb right here and reroute into each other and plug back into here and right here, and a lot of that will reroute back into the back of the cab portion and down into here, and I didn't take the advice of draining the coolant first, because I was doing this as a last minute thing, because my kit come while I was at work and I had to work all weekend, and I stayed up till 3:30 in the morning, and me and a relative, we stayed up till 3:30 in the morning doing this, and it was raining. We was under a tent doing it, and we just said the heck with it, we're not going to drain the coolant, and we did it. Well, when we didn't have no problems up until we started disconnecting these hoses. When we disconnected these hoses, the coolant started running everywhere. It wasn't a massive amount. It probably wasn't even, you know, half a gallon, but it seemed like a lot at the time. I didn't even, I mean, it just, what had accumulated in the emission parts there. Because my truck, I mean, and if you're going to do it without doing the coolant, I highly recommend that you do like I did and let your truck set on a level surface and cool off, and let all that coolant, as much as it can, run back into, you know, the container and everything, because that's what I done, and luckily didn't lose much coolant. But you know, and I know you have to take all this stuff off and everything, and putting the block off plates and stuff on was easy, but getting to some of this stuff back in here, and we had to take the, you know, the intake, had to take the air filter and everything, just this plastic part off. But yeah, and as far as over here, I haven't figured out if you all may know, but there was this big clip right here up underneath. It says it's a throttle valve deal up underneath here that I unplugged, and you all may know from some of you all that's done this before, but I haven't been sure if I was supposed to unplug this one too, that where I put this block off plate. I don't know if this is just pretty much not functional anymore or what, but this big plug was plugged into this, I guess, to let the EGR valve and stuff to know when to open and close in the throttle, because I know when the EGR valve was open and stuff, it would somehow, I guess, let it know, something in here know when to open and close, and how much, you know, how much air and all that stuff to give it, just different ratios and all that stuff. But if anybody knows if you need to also unplug this, let me know, because I've been wondering, because everything in here seems to change for seems like every year that they go up, they add something in here, and I never can get a straight answer. But if anybody knows about that, I'd appreciate to, you know, somebody letting me know, or, you know, posting pictures about it. So I decided to go with the RaceME Ultra programmer, and it will go up to 200 horsepower. It worked pretty well when deleting all the DEF and DPF and all that stuff, EGR. Only mistake was, you know, my mistake, and I really stress this, if any of you was to get this, to make sure that you do the software update. And if you go on the RaceME website, you can go on the RaceME Ultra part of the page and go down to the bottom somewhere on there, and you can find the part for the software update and firmware and all that. Make sure that your programmer is up to date, the latest update, because it will come most likely 9 times out of 10 without the latest update. And my truck would not delete everything. It wouldn't even pair up to the ECM without doing the latest update. And you will think that it's not going to work until you go in your computer and you download that, and you can research it on YouTube. There's this unzip file, unzip thing that you have to download so you can download the RaceME file and unzip it and put it on your programmer, and that will update it to where it can run in the truck. But you have to do that, and it is very critical, or you can't even start the process of deleting all the stuff off your truck. And you have to do that before taking any of the stuff off your truck, because it's a waste of time to start taking. And I think that, I don't know if you can take the stuff off your truck and then delete it, but the way I done it was to delete all the stuff off of my truck through the programmer, and then cut the key off and go under the hood and delete everything off and delete the exhaust and all that stuff, and then come in here and tune the truck. But I just wanted to make sure I put in there that it is critical that if you get the RaceME Ultra tuner, that you do make sure that the software is up to date, or else it will not work. It'll say that I don't know, it's something about the ECM, some type of ECM problem. It won't match or whatever. But yeah, that it won't work. But as you can see there, it's got several different gauges you can select from. I've only had it a few days, and I haven't really selected. I've got my boost and rail pressure and stuff like that, but I haven't really selected which one I like the best, and I'm still messing with it. But I mean, I'm not gonna take it for a test run right now. I'm gonna do that in a second video. But as you can see, there's no codes or anything on. And start it up. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there's a lot of turbo. And but so far I like it, and I will do a second video when I get that 5-inch exhaust and see how it sounds, and we'll take it out for a spin, see what happens. But right now I've got this on the 120 setting, and I've tried on the 30, the 60, and the 120. The 120 is the highest I've went. I haven't went up to the 200 yet, and I'm probably gonna, after I get the 5-inch exhaust put on, I'm gonna leave it on the 120 until then, just to see how it does. You can mess with the rail pressure, the timing, and all that stuff on this RaceME tuner. It's I've never had a programmer like this to where you can actually go in there and mess with all this other stuff. Usually it's just you can mess with a couple things and that's about it, but you can change all kinds of stuff with this. And I like it so far, but I guess we'll see. But I'm not going to do a whole lot in this video until I get everything done, because like I said, the exhaust, little piece of exhaust that I've got on there right now, it kind of sounds like crap right now and looks like crap. But I've just got it on there to run the truck because my exhaust is still on back order until I get it, because they didn't tell me that until my package was already here. And then I called and they said, oh, it's not gonna ship out for another week. But I guess I was just in a hurry to get it deleted while I had a chance. But if y'all have any questions or anything about any of this stuff, just leave them in the comments below. And like I said, so far I haven't had any problems out of it, and I'm going to make a second part when I get everything put on. But and on that plug-in up there on that on the engine, if anybody knows anything about it, just comment below too. And I hope this has been a help, and I hope y'all like this video. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.